Hello, colleagues. So, warm welcome again. This time, a new topic, quality, and probably more in more generic sense. Yeah, I mean there is this always this definition of quality that says there will be a written documentation, and you will have to comply with that whatever is stated there in word or sometimes in a spirit, and that is what is quality. And then the test cycles around it and anything else that happens for quality assurance. I'm not denying that those things are not important, but quality definition has to evolve. It has to become bigger. And yes, there was a time when, and even now, there is a time that testings and assurance cycles are absolute must. Many things have to happen, but essentially, quality is to be created by all the people, all the time, and that's when it becomes a true quality. So when I define it like this, what picture, what definition should you have in mind, or should anyone be having in their minds? It is very clear: consumption. Whatever you have created, how easy it is for a consumer to consume it. That's about it. So, in that sense, it's almost like perfection. It's like a pursuit, a passion that you have to follow. That's what it is. It could be that you are creating anything. It could be a piece of code, it could be a piece of architecture, it could be a piece of PPT, a slide, a Word document, an Excel, anything that you are doing. It could be related to any of that. But you have to put yourself in there as if where whosoever consumes it, they should be able to consume it as is. And that is the fundamental definition, or that is the fundamental pursuit that quality should imply. In this, when you're doing this, you as a person, you as a creator, you are not so relevant. What your efforts are, how closely you are understanding who is the consumer, how is he going to consume it, and how all this will be very, very easy for him. So complexities are there. We are solving indeed complex problems. That nobody is denying. But how simple it is for somebody to consume, how quick they can consume will remain a criteria. And that is in somewhere these lines, there is how hidden inside. How? Two parts. You have to be a very good listener, a keen observer. One. And second, you must be having a bigger picture of the overall solution. Let's look at briefly google.com, the most used website of the world. It doesn't even have a button. It just has a single text box. It is the easiest thing to use and operate. Sometimes it can take even your voice commands. And inside it has huge ton of complexity that it solves. It's almost likes to mimic a human brain and then tries to find out answers for you, and crawling through millions of billions of pages and then giving you what it thinks is most relevant. And that's how it has to be. Your effort will be there, and I'm not saying that this becomes effortless just because everybody's creating it. No, effort is more. Effort is huge. It will consume you, but this is the way, a very interesting way to grow. It is a very, very interesting way to get a recall value for yourself, and that's what you have to do. You have to think about complexity. I'm not denying that. We are solving complex problems, and that we have to do it. But at the same time, we have to see how we are going about it, how we are hiding that complexity inside our area. And while the consumer is consuming it, for them, it is very easy, very simple, very effortless. And that is what will define us. So if you're producing a document, if you're producing a piece of code, and it goes to a customer, it goes to a consumer. If that person is using it without writing his own code, without modifying your slide, without modifying your Excel, without modifying your Word document, or without modifying your mail, the person is forwarding his address, that is what quality is all about. So if something is getting consumed as is once you produced it, with minimal of effort, with minimum of their contribution, their energy behind it, that is what will define quality. It is indeed very, very self-fulfilling. Yeah, it consumes you because it is almost like pursuing perfection. But this lets you compete with self, and that is the most important competition that we all are facing, right? So I have suggestion that put yourself in the journey, and returns will follow. Those will be fantastic returns. Thank you.